Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event.
Lord Alfred Hayes,
team contest.
This may be
for
one of the greatest battles we have ever witnessed. An encounter
team number one.
That is exclusive to Coliseum Video. And I believe that Dr. Harvey Whippleman is trying to ruin our mood, Lord Alfred Hayes.
To introduce
I think he is.
the
I'm
first
enjoying
participant,
myself. He wants to stop
Dr. Harvey
The Fink
Whippleman.
giving him a nice introduction, though. That was kind of the Fink,
How
wasn't
can he be referred to as a doctor?
I want everybody in
when
this
he's not
building
a doctor, is that what you're implying?
I don't think he's a
to
doctor.
stand
I'd like to
up
see his degree.
I would like to
and
hear
show
him recite the
respect
Hippocratic
for
Oath,
the
wouldn't you?
greatest man in the World Wrestling Federation, the man who rules the world, Sid Justice.
We all know of the credentials of Sid Justice.
Hulk Hogan.
He has found success through terror, but no one will deny he is one of the most dangerous superstars to ever step into the ring here in the World Wrestling Federation.
Was that his mother sitting up ringside just then?
The way she stared, I don't believe so.
No, I don't think so either. What a combination, though. Sid Justice and his partner, who is due to come out very, very shortly.
Look at the massive size of Sid Justice.
Close to 7 feet tall. In wonderful
Well over
proportion.
300 pounds.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, Sid Justice's tag team partner from Charlotte, North Carolina, weighing 242 pounds. He is the World Wrestling Federation champion, Ric Flair.
Talk about a profile in extreme confidence. Ric Flair, currently in possession of the World Wrestling Federation Championship belt. He is a legend in wrestling, Lord Alfred Hayes. And he has proven to be a very dangerous adversary in the singles ranks. And what a combination we have right here in Ric Flair and Sid Justice uniting their forces. Just wait until you see their opponents.
Indeed, a little goal there, overawed by the sight of those two. A little tear may be coming to her eye there.
Oh, now comes a big smile. The music announcing the entrance.
No matter how these two combine their talents, Hogan and Piper, I must say that they're probably one of the most impressive tag teams that I've ever seen in all my life. They may gel together. If they do, we're going to see an incredible battle of superstars here. And if they don't gel together, then I'm afraid that Justice and Flair, who are two absolutely devastating men, they have a very, very good chance of edging them away from a victory here.
The Hulkster. His trademark, he rips off the t-shirt. And Lord Alfred Hayes, from the very first time I was in an arena to witness the entrance of the Immortal One, to this day, I am still totally awed by the response of crowds all over the world. I still get chills.
Well, everybody here standing, and I believe that's commonly referred to as a standing ovation from the legendary Hulk Hogan. He really is a superb personality. It is just unbelievable with him how he commands respect, admiration, awe, and also how he commands that territory within the ropes there. You can see just how big Sid Justice is there. Hulk Hogan, of course, only an inch or two shorter than Justice. At 6'8", it doesn't seem possible that anybody would tower over Hulk Hogan. However, Justice will do.
Showing just what a massive encounter this is going to be. I mentioned at the top of this matchup, this may be one of the greatest battles we have ever witnessed.
Yes.
And it is an exclusive encounter for Coliseum Video to be included on Battle of the Superstars 92. Ric Flair.
And Piper at 6'1" is the smallest man in the ring. I should say the shortest, but he certainly has incredible skills. And he has probably the biggest heart I've ever seen in wrestling. He is a fighter from way back.
Just as you say that, it brings up the closed fist. Little warning to Ric Flair, if he wants to get down and dirty, he is more than willing.
Well,
the Hot Scots and Ric Flair started off.
You may not know this, Sean. You probably do, though. Piper, of course, was a Golden Gloves champion when he was just a youngster at the tender age of about 15 or 16. So from just a kid, a scrap of a kid, he was a fighter. Flair, I remember seeing his debut as a wrestler up in Minneapolis some years ago, and I knew then there was something about this man. Everybody in the auditorium that day was absolutely they were incredulous at the performance he turned in, because he beat a seasoned and veteran performer there, a fellow called Gadaski, a Polish wrestler who was very good. And Flair went in, he was just a kid, and beat the living pulp out of him.
What a career Ric Flair has had since. Roddy Piper just knocked Ric Flair's block off. He attempted some of his intimidation tactics. The Hot Scot just showed him you cannot intimidate Roddy Piper. Piper into the ropes, sends Flair crashing to the canvas with a body block. I think Ric Flair has just received a lot of respect for Roddy Piper.
I think he did indeed.
Or just gained, I should say, a lot of respect.
Sean, in this Battle of the Superstars here in the ring, you have got 4 of the greatest wrestlers the World Wrestling Federation has ever known. You have got the World Wrestling Federation champion, and you have got the 3 logical contenders in there.
Listen to this crowd. There is not even any action in the ring, and they are going wild. Back to combat. Ric Flair after the Hot Scot. Chop to the throat. Flair taking his time. You could really hear the snap to those chops all the way back up here.
Indeed. Oh, Flair can really hammer away with those particular shots.
Blocked by Roddy Piper. Several blows, a flurry. The last one. Drops Ric Flair. He ends up in the wrong corner. The Hulkster drills him. Backdrop by Roddy Piper. This could be over already. Knee right to the chest. And again, the champion confused, wanders into the wrong corner. And that is not something you want to do with Hulk Hogan there waiting.
Certainly not, and Piper showed us what he's made of then. He took every shot that Flair could hit him with, and then he fought back. We said he was a fighter, a scrapper, and he really came back at Flair, and he may finish this bout by himself. He may just pin the world champion, and that will be the finish of that side of Justice and Flair. Oh, good
That's a tumultuous tumble out of the ring over the top rope. Walks along the apron only to be met by a Hulk Hogan boot. And then the Hulkster very politely sends Flair back into the ring. Justice with a completely shocked look on his face.
Indeed.
He may never get the chance to get in.
Hogan really is a gentleman. I mean, he could have done whatever he wanted to Flair on the outside there. Nobody would have said a word, but he didn't. He really is a role model for everybody. A superb man.
A lot of people have been waiting to see this. Hulk Hogan and Sid Justice face to face.
And Justice with just an inch or two in height superiority over Hogan, but I think that's all it will be. It will be interesting to see who is the strongest, who is the cleverest, who is the fastest, and who is the best. Obviously, of these two.
Justice using the boots and his fists, trying to break down Hulk Hogan. Hoists him up, body slam.
And he did that with comparative ease. Hogan, 325 pounds of raw brute muscle. And Justice, no trouble at all in establishing this early superiority. Good job, the Hulkster just ducked out the way of that blow there.
Now going for the eyes. Justice obviously will do whatever it takes to bring down Hulkamania. There are a lot of Hulkamaniacs here, though, behind the Hulkster. That is going to be a very difficult task.
And Hogan that time didn't see Justice coming from behind. And Justice hammered him that time, caught him very, very nicely. Referee trying to stop Justice, trying to get Flair away, trying to get Piper away, trying to establish some form or semblance of order, but it's very difficult.
Blocked by Hulk Hogan. Justice using all of his strength. It's not enough. Hulk Hogan turns it around. Justice sent into the turnbuckle. Big blows right to the forehead. Clothesline. Traps Justice. But he fights back. A knee to the chest of Hulk Hogan definitely slows him down. Forearm across the shoulder blades. And the Hulkster in trouble again.
And Justice looking extremely good at this point. He's matched everything that the Hulk has offered. His defense has been good. His offense has been even better. And Hulk Hogan, although his defense is very, very good at the moment, it seems to be lacking against this huge superstar.
Justice believes he represents the new era. But he has got to get past Hulk Hogan first. Piper, rocket fists in the side of the head as he handles Justice all on his own.
And a concentrated attack there by Piper. He's dancing, he's loving it. But it came to a sudden halt.
Brought over Piper with the leg scissor.
That was a good
Justice.
move. Oh gosh, this fellow is so agile. And what a good move by Justice. He stopped the tempo of that. He slowed it right down, took their rhythm away from them.
He is a huge individual. You saw him do a kip up. Really showing his agility. Ric Flair likes the way things are going at this point.
If you were Sid Justice's partner, wouldn't you like that?
I think I would have a bit of confidence.
I think I would
But
do
not
too.
when Hulk Hogan's across the ring, though, Lord Alfred Hayes.
No, that must shake
And
you.
Roddy Piper.
Took his time there, Justice, maybe a little too long.
Roddy Piper in a very dangerous place in the corner of Flair and Justice.
And that was a nice tag team change there by the partnership of Justice and Flair. They really are working together well as a team, and I think that's the key to success in this match. As I said right at the beginning, if Hogan and Piper can gel together as a team, they'll win this match. That is their key to success, but they're not gelling together.
Justice with a chair. Slams it across the back of Roddy Piper. And he crumpled to the arena floor. Now he's sent back into the ring by El Cid.
And I'd say he's right for the picking here. Flair across him, that's a count of 10 so far.
Referee moves in, but when it counts, Roddy Piper kicks out.
And perhaps he could have done that all along anyway, we'll never know.
Probably trying to save his strength, get as much breath as possible. Back and forth. Drop toe hold by Flair, trying to keep the hot Scot in his corner.
Oh, good move by Flair. That was a flash of brilliance there. And I'd say now that Piper is highly vulnerable and very close to defeat.
Piper is definitely ailing Ric Flair, going all the way up. Piper moves in, and Flair's got nowhere to go but down. And he comes down hard. Piper went to the wrong corner. We've seen that a couple of times in this matchup. Hulk Hogan very anxious to get back in.
Well, sometimes you take such a pace to the inside square that you don't know where you are.
Roddy Piper makes a tag. Hulk Hogan moves in. Flair into the corner. Backdrop.
And a high one, too. A superb short clothesline. Another one right to the point of the jaw. And a wake-up call for Justice.
Boot right to the chin of Ric Flair. Hulk Hogan drops a leg. Comes in with a cover. Sid Justice has got the chair. Plants it securely across the back of Hulk Hogan. I think that caught his head too, Lord Alfred Hayes.
Well, it certainly was a damaging blow wherever it caught Hogan, because he's down
never saw it.
flat on his back.
Flair comes in with a cover. Hulk Hogan fights back. Hits Flair off his chest. And how he got the energy to do that, we will never know. Now he seems to be impervious to any blow from Ric Flair. He survived a very hard shot.
And that's like trying to batter away the Berlin Wall. Mind you, that came down. Hogan didn't. Hulk still going like a house on fire. Look at him.
Roddy Piper now in. It's an all-out brawl. Hulk Hogan sent out of the ring. Sid Justice from behind hits Roddy Piper. Hulk trying to get back into it. The hot Scot sent to the floor. Now it's Justice off the apron.
And a nice shot by Justice to Piper. Oh, what's this behind?
Flair down. Here comes Dave Hebner. Gets a 3 count. Hulk Hogan remained focused. He knew Roddy Piper was in trouble outside of the ring. But he knew the only way to end it was to get the cover. He stayed with Flair, took him out, and got the decision.
Here are your winners, the Intercontinental Champion, Roddy Piper, and the Immortal Hulk
Sean, right at the very end of this tremendous match, Hogan and Piper did come together. They did manage to coincide their tag team efforts there. They got synchronization, and consequently they got a well-deserved but a hardly fought victory there. A hard-fought victory, I should say. And if you notice, when Hogan did get that pinfall on Flair, Sid Justice tried to clamber back into the ring, but Piper held both his feet. Hogan was successful, and a well-deserved victory for the combination of the Rowdy one, Roddy Piper, and the Immortal one, Hulk Hogan.
Lord Alfred Hayes, we just witnessed a war. What a battle involving Sid Justice and his tag team partner Ric Flair, the World Wrestling Federation champion, against Roddy Piper, the Intercontinental title holder, and the Immortal Hulk Hogan. And I'm sure you would agree, your lordships, this is one encounter that will long be remembered in World Wrestling Federation history. What an exclusive matchup for Coliseum Video to be included on the tape battle of the Superstars 92. The Hot Scots and the Hulkster victorious. What a match.